Dine like a diva at the AUKE Brasserie, where foodies go to have a holy cow moment. Okay folks, listen up. If you're looking for a place where the food is so good, it'll make you dance like a marionette on strings, then stop right here. The LUKE Brasserie in New Haven is where it's at. From the moment you step into this swanky old hotel, you'll be treated like royalty. They'll greet you with a glass of bubbly, like you're some kind of VIP. Then, they'll whisk you away to your table where you'll have your pick of a symphony of seating options. Now, let's talk about the food. It's like an orchestral masterpiece, each dish a harmonious blend of flavors. The crudo is so fresh, it'll make you wonder if you've been transported to the ocean. The asparagus is like eating spring on a plate. And the polenta. Oh, that polenta. It's creamy, it's dreamy. It's everything you've ever wanted in a polenta. But wait, there's more. The steak is so juicy, it'll make your taste buds do a little jig. And don't even get me started on the desserts. They're like little works of edible art. Strawberry shaved ice, custard with white chocolate, chocolate-covered almonds. It's a party in your mouth. And let's not forget the staff. They're so attentive, they'll make you feel like you're the only one in the room. And the owner, Chef Vincent. He's like the conductor of this culinary orchestra. He'll personally deliver dishes to your table, making sure every bite is a masterpiece. Now, some folks might say that it's a bit pricey. But let me tell you something, it's worth every damn penny. The atmosphere, the food, the service, it's like dining in a dream. So, if you're looking for a night of culinary bliss, a place where you can eat like a king or queen, then head to the LUKE Brasserie. Just be prepared to have your socks knocked off. Yo, showhounds, gather round and let me drop some knowledge about Olmo, the bagel joint in New Haven that's got the locals smoking their competition like Dave Chappelle lights up a blunt. This place ain't no joke. Their bagels are crispier than a fresh pair of Jordans, and they got a spread of schmaz that'll make your taste buds dance like Tina Turner after her 5th dose of caffeine. Don't even get me started on their bacon. It's so crispy, it'll make you forget all about that time you got a parking ticket outside a Krispy Kreme. Their service is on point, too. They're so friendly, they'll make you want to break into song and do a chorus of Amazing Grace. And they're so efficient, they could probably serve you a bagel sandwich while you're doing a backflip off the Whitlam Pavilion. Now, don't be fooled by the size of the joint. It might be small, but it packs a punch like Floyd Mayweather in his prime. And just like Mayweather, they're not afraid to charge a pretty penny. But trust me, it's worth every cent. So, if you're looking for a bagel experience that's equal parts delicious and hilarious, then Olmo is your spot. Just make sure you don't order the Lox bagel unless you want your taste buds to explode like a fire hydrant after a hot summer day. So, you're thinking about checking out Zenelli Pizzeria Cucina Napolitana in New Haven, huh? Let me tell you something, this place is like the Italian grandmother you never had, warm, welcoming, and always ready to feed you. The atmosphere is like a cozy Italian kitchen, where the staff greets you like lost family members and the smell of garlic and basil makes your mouth water from the moment you walk in. Now, let's talk about the food. Oh man, where do I even begin? The pizza is like a love letter to Naples, thin and crispy with just the right amount of chew. The toppings are so fresh and flavorful, you'll feel like you're eating a pizza from the Garden of Eden. But don't just take my word for it. Listen to this gem from a reviewer. The ricotta on top of toasted bread with honey spread across it. The ricotta simply melts in your mouth. Wonderful combination of sweet and savory. I mean, who needs a lover when you have ricotta like that? The salads are also a dream, with arugula so tender it'll make your taste buds sing and tomatoes that look like they were harvested from the Sistine Chapel. And the meatballs. Let's just say they're like the Italian version of a bouncy castle. Seriously, these things could survive a nuclear explosion. Now, the service. Well, it's like a comedy show, but in a good way. The staff is so friendly and funny, you'll feel like you're hanging out with your best buddies. They'll crack jokes, pour wine like it's their job, and make sure you have a memorable dining experience. So, if you're looking for a culinary adventure that'll leave you with a full belly and a smile on your face, head over to Zanelli Pizzeria Cucina Napolitana. Just be prepared for a wait, because once word gets out about this place, it'll be like trying to get tickets to a Bank concert. Our Tavern on State, the culinary chameleon of New Haven. Prepare to embark on a gastronomic adventure where every visit is a roll of the dice. Like a magician's top hat, their menu changes faster than a wind-swept tumbleweed. One moment you're tantalized by the siren song of roasted chicken, only to be greeted by a full-blown chicken claw perched upon your plate. It's a spectacle that'll make you question whether you've stepped into a petting zoo or a restaurant. But fear not, dear diners. Their cocktails are a celestial symphony, and the lavender ice cream will transport you to a fragrant field of purple petals. The shortbread dessert. It's like a culinary hug from a unicorn, all rainbows and sprinkles. Now, let's talk ambience. It's cozy, all right. Cozy like a sardine can. You'll be dining with your neighbors whether you like it or not, eavesdropping on their love triangles and financial woes. So, bring your toothbrush and your best listening ears. The service. Impeccable. They're like culinary ninjas, appearing and disappearing before you even realize they were there. You'll never feel neglected, but you might start to wonder if they're training for a covert spy agency. Overall, Tavern on State is a culinary roller coaster that's sure to leave you both satisfied and bewildered. It's like a box of chocolates, except some are filled with delicious bonbons and others with rubbery octopus. But hey, where else can you get a chicken claw on your plate and a lavender-infused ice cream for dessert? Just remember, the true thrill lies in the uncertainty of what you'll experience with each visit. So embrace the chaos, order with abandon, and may the delicious odds be ever in your favor. NOA by September in Bangkok, where the Thai food is as fun as John Milanese jokes. Prepare to laugh your pad Thai off at NOA by September in Bangkok. This New Haven gem serves up Thai dishes with a side of comedy. Just like Milanese stand-up, the food is spot on and leaves you craving more. Their like eating will make you do a double take, but unlike Milanese salt and pepper diner joke, this one actually lives up to its name. The perfect blend of lychee and vodka will make you wonder if you're in a restaurant or an exotic comedy club. But the real star of the show is the kho soi with duck. It's like the Thai version of Milanese horse in a hospital bit, unexpected, delicious, and will definitely put a grin on your face. The rich broth, tender duck, and crispy noodles will make you feel like you've stumbled into a Thai comedy heaven. And let's not forget the chocolate flawless cake. It's so light and fluffy, it's like Milanese giant Subway sandwich joke, a surprising treat that leaves you wondering, how did they do that? Service here is as attentive as Milanese audience, with staff members who are as knowledgeable as they are hilarious. They'll guide you through the menu, making sure you don't miss the drunken noodle, which is like a Thai version of Weekend Update, but with carbs. So if you're looking for a dining experience that's as funny as it is delicious, look no further than NOA by September in Bangkok. Just remember, don't drink and drive unless you're driving to catch a Milanese show afterward. Hakeraku, where the food is lit and the prices are high. Picture this, folks, you're rolling into Hakeraku like it's a Japanese superhero, ready to chow down on some top-notch grub. The atmosphere is fire, with a vibe that's as chill as an iced sake. The menu is like a Japanese dictionary, packed with dishes that'll make your mouth say sayonara, hunger. From the tenderloin tonkatsu that's so lean and juicy, you'll feel bad for the poor piggies, to the kakuni pork belly that'll make you squeal with delight. It's a culinary symphony. But hey, let's not forget the drinks. They got sake and Japanese whiskey selections that'll make your head spin like a drunken samurai. And they're not stingy with the shots either. You'll be walking out of there feeling like you're the main character in a Japanese telenovela. Now, let's talk about the prices. They're not exactly bargain basement, but remember, you get what you pay for. It's like buying a limited edition anime figurine. You might cringe at the price tag, but you know you're getting something special. The only downside. The service can sometimes be a bit too eager, like they're trying to sell you a used car. But hey, at least they're not as pushy as a Yakuza debt collector. Overall, Hakeraku is a restaurant that's a bit pricey, but if you're looking for an authentic Japanese experience that'll make your taste buds do a victory dance, it's worth every yen. Just be sure to come with your wallet ready, because this place ain't no sushi joint. It's the Japanese equivalent of a Michelin-starred steakhouse, without the snooty attitude. So, fellow foodies, if you're craving some Japanese greatness that's both delicious and Insta-worthy, Hakeraku is the place for you. Just be prepared to drop some serious cash, and remember, no one likes a cheapskate in Japan. South Bay, a comedy review. Here's a tip: if you're going to order a cauliflower appetizer, do it during restaurant week. Because the portions are so small, it'll probably be free. But seriously, South Bay is a great spot. The service is a bit slow, but that's because they have 1,700 nurses attending a show next door. Which makes me wonder, why didn't they hire more nurses as waiters? They could have given ibs of clam chowder. The lobster and crab meat salad is to die for. Literally, if you're allergic to shellfish. But if you're not, it's amazing. It's like a little party on your plate, with arugula doing the macarena and avocado doing the salsa. As for the ambience, it's perfect for people watching. You'll see everything from Yale students to tourists who look like they've never left their own town. And if you're lucky, you might even see a nurse on a lunch break trying to figure out how to give CPR to an oyster. So next time you're in the mood for some great seafood and a side of laughter, head on over to South Bay. Just don't expect to leave without a few extra pounds and a newfound love for oysters. Step into Sandra's Next Generation, where the Hennessy fried salmon is so divine, it'll make you want to slap your mama. The mac and cheese is a cheesy masterpiece that'll have you singing, "Oh, mozzarella, you're my dream." But wait, there's more. The kale greens are out of this world, so good they'll make your taste buds dance the electric slide. And if you're feeling adventurous, try the soul roll. It's like a magical egg roll filled with soul food so good, you'll forget your own name. Now, let's talk about their chicken wings. They're so big and sticky, they'll leave you with a smile on your face and sauce on your fingers. Hey, it's finger-licking good for a reason. But be warned, my friends. If you order the fried chicken sandwich, you might get a couple of wings and some bread. So, if you're craving a real sandwich, better choose something else. Now, let's not forget the sweet stuff. Their peach cobbler is a celestial delight, and their mango lemonade will transport you to tropical paradise. Overall, Sandra's Next Generation is a culinary wonderland where your taste buds will do a happy dance and your soul will feel satisfied. Just remember, bring your big appetite and a few extra napkins, because this place is finger-licking, lip-smacking, soul-satisfying goodness. Ahoy there, landlubbers! If ye be yearning for a swashbuckling seafood feast, Shellbones Oyster Bar and Grill be the place to drop anchor. First off, their oysters be like treasure chests filled with salty, briny goodness. You'll lose count of how many ye devour, me hearties. But save room for their mussels, matey. They've got 'em in more flavors than a pirate's parrot, including Belgian and Thai curry. Dip your bread in that broth, and prepare for a flavor explosion that'll make ye dance the hornpipe. Now, let's talk about their lobster. It's like a giant sea monster that'll fill your belly and make ye feel like a conquering hero. And their bouillabaisse. 'Tis a spicy elixir that'll send ye on a voyage to the seven seas. But it's not just the victuals that'll have ye shivering me timbers. The views from their deck be straight out of a pirate's dream, with the water sparkling like 1,000 jewels. And their bar area. 'Tis a haven for barnacled sea dogs and landlubbers alike, with a great brunch menu that'll make ye sing sea shanties all day long. But here's the truth, me fellow scalwags, this ain't your average grog shop. It be a bit pricey, but when y'are eatin' like a king of the briny deep, well, he's got to pay the piper. So hoist the Jolly Roger, grab your crew, and head to Shellbones Oyster Bar and Grill. Your taste buds will be singing anchors eye before ye can say avast there. Gather round, foodie faithful, and prepare for a culinary adventure that will tickle your funny bone and satisfy your craving for a great meal. Hop on to Cast Iron Chef Chop House Oyster Bar, where the food is cooked in cast iron pans so hot they'll make you forget about your ex who's still just a friend. Now, let's dive into the dishes that left us chuckling and craving more. The cast iron baby back ribs are straight from the rib tickling aisle, slow roasted for an eternity, 14 hours, to be exact, and served with a side of corn that's so sweet it'll make you question your life choices. Oh, and the garlic mashed potatoes. They're so creamy and garlicky, you'll want to take a garlic breath mint just to cover your tracks. But wait, there's more. The warm cast iron brownie is the dessert equivalent of a stand-up comedy act. It's served hot, with a scoop of vanilla ice cream that's melting like a politician's honesty, and chocolate sauce that will make you question if it's a dessert or a liquid hug. As for the ambience, let's just say it's as inviting as Ellen DeGeneres' living room in The Famous Friends. The service is like a well-timed punchline, always there when you need it and always leaving you wanting more. So, there you have it, my fellow foodies. Cast Iron Chef Chop House Oyster Bar, the perfect place for a night out filled with laughter, mouth-watering food, and enough cast iron to make Iron Man jealous. Just remember, if you're not wearing your best I'm a serious eater outfit, you might get a chuckle from the dress code. But hey, at least you'll have a good story to tell over a plate of ribs. September in Bangkok, where Thai cuisine soars to comic heights. Listen up, folks. I recently embarked on a culinary adventure to September in Bangkok, and let me tell you, it was like a Robin Williams stand-up routine, hilarious and unforgettable. From the moment I stepped inside, I was greeted with a chorus of Swazi, my friend. The staff were so darn friendly, they made me feel like I'd stumbled into a Thai comedy club. The menu was a homage to Thai gastronomy, but in a way that made me want to burst out laughing. For example, the pulled pork siu sounded like a line from a Thai-infused Monty Python sketch. And the chicken satay made me imagine a group of chickens doing a Bollywood dance while roasting on skewers. But let's talk about the food. It was bonkers good. The grilled skirt steak num tok was so tender, it melted in my mouth like a joke melted an audience's heart. The side-on crispy rolls were crispy enough to make a comedian's timing seem flawless. And the tofu eggplant Thai basil stir-fry was so flavorful, it made me forget all my dad jokes. Now, for the drinks. I'm not kidding, they were like liquid laughter. The blue tea lemonade was so blue, it could have been the punchline to a comedy show. And the Sidzema cocktail was so potent, I almost died. Well, almost. To top it off, the atmosphere was as vibrant as a Robin Williams performance. From the colorful lanterns to the playful murals, the place was a canvas for Thai comedy. So, if you're craving a night of laughs, great food, and drinks that will tickle your funny bone, September in Bangkok is your go-to spot. Just be warned, you might leave the place with a newfound appreciation for Thai puns and a smile that will linger long after the last bite. Swazi. And peace out, my friend. You ever go to a restaurant and think, this feels like the set of a sitcom? That's Bar August in New Haven. It's like a scene right out of Cheers, except instead of Norm, you got some hipster dude with a man bun talking about his vinyl collection. But don't be fooled by the cozy vibes, this place ain't no dive bar. Their cocktails are like magic potions, conjured up by some mixology wizard. I had this swamp thing with cucumber gin and peanuts, and it tasted like a summer picnic in a glass. My friends got the mushroom carpaccio, which looked like some fancy art installation, and the salami, cheese, and the olives, which were a perfect snack for our wine. The wines, by the way, were on point. I'm no sommelier, but I know good Chardonnay when I taste one. The atmosphere is top-notch. Halloween decorations and staff in masks. Sign me up. Music that's so good, it'll make you want to get up and dance even if you're like me and have no rhythm. And the desserts. Oh man, if there was an Oscar for chocolate mousse, theirs would win every year. Now, the food. I haven't tried the full dining menu, but I'm not sure I need to. The bar snacks are so damn good, I'm afraid I'd just end up filling my plate with them and never leaving. But hey, maybe that's a problem for future me. Overall, Bar August is the kind of place you want to go to with friends, have a few drinks, laugh until your sides hurt, and leave feeling like you've discovered the best kept secret in New Haven. Just don't tell anyone, or the hipsters will take over and ruin it for the rest of us. If I could give Menugumi 6 stars, I would. The food is perfection, the service is lighting fast and friendly, and the bathrooms sparkle. It's like if your favorite Japanese grandmother cooked you a meal while Bob Ross narrated the experience. The pork gyoza is like a party in your mouth. Each one is bursting with pork, crispy on the outside and tender on the inside. It's like a porky symphony that will make you question your past relationships with dumplings. The yuzu ramen is a flavor adventure that will make your taste buds do a happy dance. It's like a Japanese unicorn sprinkling rainbows on your tongue. The broth is rich and flavorful, with just the right amount of tang. And the noodles are so springy, they could do a trampoline routine at the Olympics. And if that's not enough to make you rush over to Menugumi, they have an open kitchen. So you can watch the culinary masters work their magic, and maybe even get a free cooking lesson. Just don't ask them for the secret recipe for the pork gyoza. They're probably sworn to secrecy by the Gyoza Illuminati. The only downside to Menugumi is that I can't afford to eat here every day. My wallet would cry, and my cardiologist would have a field day. But it's worth every penny and artery clog. So run, don't walk, to Menugumi. It's the culinary equivalent of a hug from a fluffy cloud made of ramen noodles. 80 Proof, where American cuisine gets a shot of tequila. Step into 80 Proof, where the vibes are vibrant and the food is elevated, Jim Gaffigan style. You'll feel like an alcoholic on a special occasion, but minus the shame. Picture this, you're greeted by a friendly staff who are more enthusiastic than a puppy with a new tennis ball. They'll ask if you prefer the high-top tables or the bar, which sounds like a choice between comfortably numb and all-out party. For starters, get ready for an oyster party like no other. It's like the seafood version of a mosh pit, minus the sweaty dudes. And then comes the kale and strawberry salad, which is as bright and refreshing as a hangover-free morning. As for the entrees, let's talk about the lobster ravioli. It's like a secret society for bougie pasta lovers. Every bite is a velvety embrace, leaving you questioning whether you've died and gone to crustacean heaven. But wait, there's more. Their crumb roll is the perfect way to end your culinary adventure. It's like a torchlit marshmallow, but with a much more sophisticated flavor profile. Oh, and did I mention the cocktails? They're more creative than a troupe of improv comedians. From the Let the Mango to the Rose, Marry Me. Each one is a liquid masterpiece that will make you forget all your troubles. And let's not forget about Taco Tuesday. It's like a fiesta for your taste buds, with 2.5 tacos that will leave you dancing like nobody's watching. But remember the strings attached. You have to order 3 and they have to be the same flavor. It's like a weird game of taco charades, but with much better rewards. So, in conclusion, 80 Proof is a culinary playground where you can indulge in elevated American fare and sip on artistic cocktails. Just be prepared to leave slightly tipsy and with a newfound appreciation for oysters and reggaeton. Make a noodle bar, where the noodles sing and the belly laughs. Yo, New Haven peeps. Listen up, cause I'm about to dish on Make a Noodle Bar like a stand-up comic on a sugar rush. This joint is a noodle palace, where the menu is longer than a CVS receipt, and the dishes are so tantalizing, you'll be doing a Rodney Dangerfield impression. I tell you, I come in here to order, and they go, you get no respect. Cause there's so many choices. But fear not, buckle up, and prepare for a culinary adventure that'll make your taste buds do the Harlem Shake. Their pork belly bao is like a heavenly pillow filled with crispy, savory goodness, and the fried chicken bao. It's like a party in your mouth, with a special guest appearance by the Colonel. And for all you ramen lovers, get ready to dive into a sea of flavors. It's like a symphony in a bowl, with noodles that dance on your tongue like Fred Astaire on roller skates. Now, let's talk about the staff. They're like the red skeleton of servers, always there with a smile and a knack for making you feel like you're starring in your own sitcom. And speaking of sitcoms, the atmosphere at Mecca is like a lively episode of Seinfeld. The kit is a masterpiece of modern comedy, with X's hanging from the ceiling like a giant game of Jenga. It's a place where you can let loose, laugh with your friends, and gorge yourself on noodles until you're so full you'll need a crane to carry you out. And the best part, they got happy hour prices that'll make your wallet do a stand-up routine too. It's like they're saying, here, have a noodle party on us. So, folks, if you're looking for a place to fill your belly both with food and laughter, then Mecca Noodle Bar is your destination. Just be prepared to loosen your belt and let the good times roll. Poppy's Coffee and Kitchen. When nostalgia meets exceptional cuisine, folks, get ready for an Epicurean adventure at Poppy's Coffee and Kitchen, a culinary oasis in the heart of New Haven. This place is like a time capsule straight out of the Groovies, with a killer menu to boot. Picture this, you step inside and are instantly enveloped by the heavenly aroma of freshly roasted coffee, a symphony of beans that will make your nostrils sing hallelujah. The space is airy and inviting, with exposed brick walls that whisper secrets from days gone by and abundant natural light that makes you forget you're indoors. Speaking of the menu, get ready for a trip down memory lane. They've got classic diner fare elevated to gourmet status. Let's talk about their buttermilk pancakes, fluffy clouds of heaven topped with a symphony of real maple syrup and macerated berries. Each bite is a nostalgic hug wrapped in a pancake. And their avocado toast. Let me tell you, it's the stuff avocado dreams are made of. Perfectly ripe avocado, tangy pickled onions, fragrant herbs, and a poached egg that's as runny as a politician's promise. It's the kind of dish that makes you wish you had a bigger stomach to devour it all at once. But wait, there's more. Their blueberry French toast is a masterpiece that will send your taste buds on a sugar-induced joyride. Stuffed with blueberry mascarpone cream cheese, topped with fresh fruit and blueberry compote, it's a festival of flavors that will leave you questioning the meaning of love. Oh, and let's not forget the dark chocolate peppermint latte. It's like Christmas and Halloween had a caffeinated baby. Beautiful to behold, with layers of chocolate and peppermint, it's a drink that will warm your soul and make you hum carols in the streets. And here's the punchline, folks. Despite all this culinary excellence, the prices will make you think you've accidentally stumbled into a time warp where inflation doesn't exist. So next time you're craving a nostalgic breakfast or brunch that won't break the bank, head to Poppy's Coffee and Kitchen. Just be prepared to wait a bit, because this place is poppin'. See what I did there? Alia, where extravagance meets exquisite. Picture this, folks, a restaurant so fancy, it probably has a valet for your shrimp. Alia, in New Haven, Connecticut, is not just a dining establishment, it's a culinary adventure that could make Louis C.K. himself say, "Oh my Noki." The tasting menu is a journey that will take you through a world of flavors you never knew existed. It's like a fraternity initiation for your tongue, but without the paddles and vomit. The croquettes are so crispy, they'll make you forget your neighbor's annoying lawnmower. And the quail is so tender, it's like eating a piece of a baby bird's dream. But hold up, there's a catch. One reviewer said the mushroom in the beef cheeks had a rubbery and odd flavor. But let's be honest, you're not going to a Michelin-starred restaurant for the mushrooms. You're going for the quail, the pork, the chocolate mousse that's so rich, it might put Willy Wonka out of business. The service is impeccable, like a dance between a waiter and a sommelier. They'll cater to your every whim, except for when you ask for tea and it mysteriously disappears. But hey, who needs tea when you've got dessert martinis? They're like adult Capri Suns, but with a kick. Their ambience is upscale but not stuffy, like a private club for the well-dressed. It's the perfect place to impress your date or your boss, or both if you're really ambitious. Just don't wear Crocs, okay? Now, about that price tag. It's not cheap, folks. But if you're looking for a special occasion spot or a night of culinary indulgence, Olia is worth every penny. Just make sure you bring your credit card and a lot of room for dessert. So next time you're in New Haven and craving some serious fine dining, remember Olia. It's the restaurant where the food is so good, you'll forget all about your kids' soccer practice and your overdue taxes. Bon appetit, my friends. Chef Jiang, where the wait is worth it, but only just attention, food enthusiasts. Prepare to embark on a culinary adventure at Chef Jiang, New Haven's culinary gem that will tickle your taste buds and test your patience in equal measure. Upon entering this modest establishment, you'll be met with an ambience that's as charming as a sunrise over a landfill. But don't let that fool you, for Chef Jiang's real magic lies within its menu. Start your odyssey with the hot green peppered chicken, which I can only describe as a symphony of flavors that will dance on your tongue like a group of particularly sprightly toddlers at a birthday party. It's the epitome of authenticity, both in taste and presentation. For those who prefer a more comforting experience, the Mapo tofu is the culinary equivalent of a warm, fuzzy blanket on a cold winter night. It's subtle, it's soothing, and it's perfect for those who don't like their taste buds to do the conga. However, if spice is your game, prepare to be slightly disappointed. The salt sliced lamb in Hunan style is about as bold as a mime at a silent disco. It's well prepared, but it won't set your palate alight unless you ask for extra salt, which you should definitely do. Now, let's talk about the crab yellow with pork soup dumplings. They look like perfection, but they're about as satisfying as a handshake with a wet fish. There's no soup inside, the filling is minimal, and they're overpriced. Skip them and save yourself the culinary heartbreak. For a more fulfilling appetizer, skip the steamed dumplings. They're not bad, but they're not homemade, the portions are tiny, and they're not worth the price. Just imagine ordering a car and getting a tricycle. Now prepare yourself for the wait. It's legendary. As if Chef Jiang himself is taking a leisurely stroll through the Forbidden City while your stomach is doing a synchronized diving competition. Be warned, it might take longer than a dissertation to get your food. But here's the thing, the staff is so friendly and helpful that you almost forget the time you've wasted. They're like the soothing balm that heals the burn of 1,000 waiting minutes. They'll tell you jokes, sing you songs, and even teach you how to do the Highland fling. So, dear diners, if you're looking for an authentic, flavorful Chinese dining experience, Chef Jiang is the place for you. Just remember to pack a book, some knitting, and a portable oxygen tank for those extended wait times. And when the food finally arrives, it will be worth the wait. Almost. Otao Sushi Bar, where sushi dreams come true. If you're looking for a sushi experience that'll make you forget your troubles and leave you with a belly full of laughter, then welcome to Otao Sushi Bar. It's like a comedy club for your taste buds. This little gem is tucked away under a parking garage, but don't let that fool you. Inside, it's all about the sushi. You'll sit at a cozy bar and watch the sushi chefs work their magic. Now, the omakase here is a culinary adventure that'll make you giggle with delight. It's like a box of chocolates, you never know what you're gonna get. But rest assured, it's all good stuff. They've got your classic nigiri, but they also like to add their own twist. Like that amberjack with salsa. It's like a savage party in your mouth. Or the salmon with chili oil and scallions. It's like a Chinese New Year celebration on your tongue. But wait, there's more. The fried meitake with truffle and dried uni is like a mushroom umami bomb that'll make you want to declare world peace. The quality of the seafood is top-notch. It's so fresh, you can practically hear it singing under the sea. Plus, the portions are generous, so you'll leave feeling like you've eaten a week's worth of sushi. And the best part, the staff here is as warm and welcoming as a hot bowl of miso soup. They'll make sure you have a night to remember. So if you're looking for a sushi experience that'll make you laugh, cry with joy, and roll out of the restaurant with a belly full of happiness, then head to Otao Sushi Bar. Just be sure to make reservations, or you'll be like the guy who showed up at a breadstick buffet with no teeth.